Good morning, Facebook family and YouTube subscribers. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Today is Tuesday, the 11th. Getting closer to my 29th birthday. Every day is a little bit closer in April, on April the 9th. So looking forward to all the wonderful birthday gifts that should be arriving from all around the world. All right. Anyway, a few months ago I did a video where on TRUVADA. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. It's too bright. I can't see it. Anyway, I'm taking this medicine called TRUVADA. Was taking a medicine called TRUVADA. TRUVADA is now being sold as a way to prevent HIV. If you're HIV negative, it's an HIV medicine for people who are HIV positive. But if you're HIV negative and you take TRUVADA 1 pill per day, it's supposed to 99.9% protect you from the HIV virus. So what it means is you take this 1 pill per day consistently every day, and wear a condom while having sex, you could have sex without worry about HIV. Although there are other things you might want to be worried about. But with HIV, if you take TRUVADA and use it the way it is as directed, if you're HIV negative, it will protect you from the HIV virus. Some way it stops the virus from being able to enter into the cells in your body. I'm not a doctor or scientist. You have to research like I did how it works. And you can there's a ton of articles about TRUVADA and the use of it to prevent HIV. Okay, so I was on TRUVADA for a couple of months, and everybody keeps asking me to do a follow-up video to see how it went. Well, the reason I was a little reluctant to do that, I was only on it for a few months. I wasn't on it for a year or 2 years. I was just on it literally for just a few months. As a matter of fact, this is a full bottle of TRUVADA. I got a whole bunch of full bottles upstairs. This medicine was given to me free by the company that makes it, which I thought would be on here. Anyway, the company that makes this was providing TRUVADA to me for free. I was going through a program. I don't know if they still have that program though, because of the changes with Obama's the Healthcare Act. You have to contact the company that makes TRUVADA. I'll post a link. You can see if they still have that program, but I was getting it for free. I didn't pay anything for it. I just needed a prescription from my doctor, and they would mail the medicine to her, and then she would give it to me. So that's how that went. The medicine probably runs about, from what I understand, about $900 per month. So it's a pricey medicine. It's expensive unless you're able to qualify for the program that I was using, if it still exists. I didn't do my research on that, but I should. If it still exists, you can get this medicine for free or a small fee. So I did it for a couple of months. The first month or a month and a half, it caused some minor tension headaches, which is normal for this particular medicine. Is known for a side effect of headaches. They were tension head. I don't know if you ever had a tension headache. I've had them before. I noticed like a tightening in the back of my head, maybe just a little tight in my neck. And it's the muscle in your head, I guess, kind of tightening up, creating a tension headache. That was the only side effect that I had. Again, I was only on it for a few months. My doctor did do some lab work because she was monitoring my liver and kidneys while I was on it, and then there were no issues. But again, because of this relatively short period of time that I took it, and I'm going to explain to you why I only took it a short period of time. At that time that I started on TRUVADA, I was single. Me and my ex had broke up. We have since got back together. And when the opportunity came to try the TRUVADA, and I was meeting everybody I met was HIV positive, so I was thinking, well, is my next lover going to be HIV positive? That was my thought. That the next person I'm dating, because guys, we got to stay in reality. The vast majority of guys that I have met, that I'm attracted to in Atlanta, the vast majority of them are positive. There are a few who are not positive, but the vast majority of it. And then people lie so damn much these days. You know what the fuck is going on around with these guys. So, hey, this was my solution to that problem. So, but I was taking it. I wasn't even having sex with anybody. So here I was taking my TRUVADA daily, but not really having sexual relations with anyone. So after a couple of months of that, I said, why am I taking this? Really? I mean, if I was sexually active, like all the rest of my friends who are around here screwing and doing whatever they want to do, if I was sexually active, having sex with randoms, as slang term for a hookup, then I would have continued to take my TRUVADA. But I wasn't having sex with anyone. I did recommend it to a couple of friends I know that was running around here screwing everything walking, but they didn't want to be bothered with it. I'm thinking, you're negative, you're screwing everything walking, you might want to try some TRUVADA for something drastic happens to your ass like didn't happen to everybody else in this damn town. But, you know, a lot of people are so naive. And they think, oh, I'll never get it. I'll never get HIV. And then they get it. I personally think if you're HIV negative and you're having sex, especially a lot of sex with people you really don't know, you're doing randoms or sexual hookups or whatever, you need to be on something like this. That's what I think. That's why I would suggest, especially if you live in Atlanta, Georgia, or any urban city where we have so many people who are HIV positive. A lot of these guys may not even know they're positive. They thinking they took a test 2 weeks ago and it's negative, and they thinking they still run around with these test results saying they're negative, and all of them, but they really don't know they're positive. So I think TRUVADA has a purpose and can work for the right individuals. If I were a sexually active person who was out having sex with just about anything walking down the street, it's not saying that that's just how you get HIV. But if I was that sexually active, or if I felt I needed to be taking the TRUVADA, I would continue to take it because I think it does work. So that's why I said I was a little reluctant to do the follow-up video because I wasn't on it long enough to tell you any negative or positive side effects to it. Or all I can tell you is about my small experience with it because I was only on it for just a few months. Minor headaches. I didn't gain or lose any weight. I was hoping I'd lose some weight. I didn't gain or lose any weight. Matter of fact, I might have gained some weight because of the Christmas holidays and stuff. By that time, I wasn't even on it. So I still think that this is a great opportunity. TRUVADA provides a great opportunity for people who are sexually active who want to stay negative. I think that it is an option that a lot of people should do or participate in to protect themselves from HIV. What have you got to lose? Some people are uncomfortable with taking the medicine. I even got into a huge argument with a porn star. You're a fucking porn star. And he said he wasn't taking TRUVADA. I'm thinking, you need to be on it. You do sex for a living with strangers. Lots of strangers. You sucking and fucking and doing all this stuff with people you don't even know but you need this, buddy. You need that. This needs to be your Tic Tacs you keep in your damn pocket. Pop your TRUVADA and go on do your scene or whatever. But I was going to do a video about that. I had this long, drawn-out argument with this individual about TRUVADA, hepatitis B vaccination, and HPV vaccination because you're in the sex industry. I'm not against that, but protect yourself. This is what this is for. So if you got so many ignorant people who don't want to use this for whatever reasons, but they're doing high-risk behavior, if you know you're having high-risk sexual contact, no condoms, you like raw sex, you know you're negative, this is the only thing that's going to work for you, unless you want to get HIV. You're not supposed to be having raw sex any damn way, but I know that you guys do it. You're going to continue to do it. If you enjoy raw sex or whatever, If you have lots of sexual partners, then you need to be on TRUVADA. It's available. Look into it. I almost said the name of the company. It's right on the tip of my damn tongue. Merle? I can't. I wish this label. They got so much shit on this damn thing. I can't even let it pick. Well, Google TRUVADA. Get in touch with the manufacturer. Get your doctor. Get it and protect yourselves. Anyway, if you like my videos, please click like, share them with family members and friends, and I'd love to hear your opinions on what you think about TRUVADA. Would you use it? Are you using it? Have you thought about using it? Yeah, so I think I personally think TRUVADA is a great opportunity for people who are negative to stay negative. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and don't forget to click like, and I'm out of here. Bye.